Hi! So as you can see by the title of this video, I just want to talk about the shoulder length plateau, where a lot of African American women who relax their hair, like myself included, our hair just kind of stays like just at shoulder length. It's either grazing shoulder length, at shoulder length, or just maybe a little bit below shoulder length, like in between shoulder length and armpit length. It's the fact that I was not retaining length. I wasn't retaining length, so my hair would grow, you know, half an inch a month, and at the ends it would just kind of split and break off half an inch. So it was kind of like the positive, the growth, and the negative of my hair splitting was the same, so it just kind of equaled out, and there was just zero, like no hair retention. And we're thinking our hair is not growing. It's not that your hair is not growing, it's just that you're not retaining the hair already on your head. So I just wanted to do this quick video to show you guys how to kind of get past the shoulder length plateau. Now, first things first, you have to stop worrying about growth and worry about retention. Just worry about retaining the hair on your head, which basically means keep your hair off of your shoulders. Because now if your hair is at shoulder length, the ends of your hair are basically just kind of rubbing against your clothes and everything else. That's causing friction, which is going to cause your ends to split more. Shoulder length is that kind of area where you just kind of want to keep your hair up until once it kind of gets past your shoulder and starts like falling on your back more. Because when it is at shoulder length, your ends are right here and they're just rubbing, causing friction, and friction causes split ends, and split ends, you know, your hair is just not gonna grow when you have too many split ends. I would say start doing like buns and ponytails, wigs, weaves, anything to keep your hair off of your shoulders. Like that's the quickest way, because you want to maintain your ends. If you want your hair to get longer, you have to maintain your ends, because if your ends keep falling off, your hair is not going to get longer. You want to make your ends nice and happy. Another thing is that a lot of people are like, oh, I'm stuck at shoulder length, my hair is not growing. I always ask them, do you deep condition? They'll always say, no, I don't really deep condition. You have to deep condition. You have to deep condition. Deep condition is like your hair's food. Like you got to give your hair some food. You got to give your hair a nice good meal. Like deep conditioning is like a nice Sunday meal. You have like that good hearty meal with just the meat and potatoes. Like that's what your hair needs when you're deep conditioning. So you have to deep condition. In the beginning of your hair journey, I would say deep condition at least once a week, maybe twice a week if your hair is really damaged. Your hair will turn around dramatically if you just deep condition. You don't even gotta wear your hair off your shoulders, just deep condition. But if you really want your hair to get past shoulder length the quickest way possible, keep your hair off your shoulders, deep condition, make sure you moisturize and seal. Another thing is you may want to stay away from heat. Like the only heat you're really gonna wanna use is a hooded dryer. You're not gonna wanna use like blow dryers and flat irons, because that's just gonna be too much heat. Like, I mean, there's a lot of people who do blow dry and flat iron hair and have successful hair journeys, but blow drying and flat ironing hair is like, there's no benefits to it. It may not like ruin your hair, but it's not gonna help your hair. Most of the time, it's just gonna ruin your hair. Another thing that I would say to help you get past shoulder length is to stretch your relaxers, but you have to be careful with that. You don't want to be the type of person who gets her hair relaxed every 6 weeks and then all of a sudden you want to do a 6-month stretch.
No, don't do that.
You're not going to be prepared for that. If you're stretching your hair to every 6 weeks, next time try to stretch it 8 weeks. Once you're comfortable with that, then jump to 10, jump to 12. Try to add on 2 weeks to each one, 2 to 1 week to each time you do it. If you stretch up, if you get up to 12 weeks and you're not comfortable, stay there at 12 weeks for a couple more stretches. Get comfortable with the amount of new growth in the line of demarcation, and then jump to 14 weeks and then 16 weeks, 18 weeks, like that, and then get to 6 months. But stretching 6 months when you're only used to stretching 6 weeks is going to backfire. Also, if you want to get past the shoulder length stage, you are going to have to make sure that your hair is healthy. So if your hair is kind of damaged and all this other stuff, you may want to just do a good trim, maybe to a little bit up past shoulder length. Just trim off all those dead ends. Like, I know it's just like, okay, I'm trying to grow my hair and you want me to cut it shorter. I know, but you just want to start with a nice, clean, fresh slate in the beginning. I know when I was at shoulder length, it took me forever. And for me to get past shoulder length, I used sew-ins for a year, and then for the next like 6 months, I just started bunning. So I hope this does help you guys out. If you have any tips or tricks how you got past that kind of, you know, relaxed hair, shoulder length plateau, leave them in the comment section below. It would greatly help somebody out, and I would greatly appreciate it. So I'll talk to you guys in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!